Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with great artists. Bad day. Oh, sometimes they have such a bad day at the office. And today we're talking about the worst of Boulez's Mahler. Well, some of it. More of it may appear in this series. We're only doing one symphony at a time. I'm talking about Symphony number 2, The Resurrection. Boy, does this resurrection not resurrect. Those graves do nothing but spin. Nothing pops out of them, I guarantee you. It's just a disaster. You know, Boulez felt obligated, I think, to do all of the Mahler symphonies, or his label wanted him to, and he said he would. He only had, I think, genuine feeling for a rather limited number of them, or the ones that work well when you treat them as sort of abstractions and they can get away with a less volatile emotional climate. Now, not a lot of Mahler really works without a volatile emotional climate. Let's not kid ourselves. Mahler is emotional. He is emotion incarnate. And the Symphony number 2, the Resurrection Symphony, is one of the most grandiose, orgasmic sonic experiences that any composer ever conceived. It's also a fascinating work from a purely technical point of view. Incredibly fascinating. I mean, Richard Strauss said he always kept it on his piano just to look at the orchestration. And you can actually tell, you know, when he was composing Zarathustra, remember, the motive in Mahler is bum, bum, bum. Well, turn that upside down, you get bum, 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 right? You know, and Strauss would not have denied it. So that was one thing. I mean, Ernest Bloch also was just blown away when he saw a performance of Mahler's Second Symphony. It was a whole new world of music and sound. So from a technical point of view, I can well understand Boulez's fascination with it. But he is so completely and utterly divorced from the music's expressive meaning, from its emotional qualities, from its feeling for atmosphere and color. I mean, none of that's there. He's conducting the Vienna Philharmonic, which is the worst of all of the big Mahler orchestras, hands down. They can be forced to do Mahler well, like when Bernstein yelled at them and made them do it. They can be. Boulez was not the kind of guy who was going to do that. He just wasn't. You know, they don't like to make ugly sounds. They don't like to alter their idea of what proper balance is. And Mahler is challenging those conceptions at every single point. So this is a diminutive, small scale performance of Mahler 2. It's hasty. It's complete. I mean, the scherzo, the woodwinds, they have no sense of humor. There's no parody in the clarinet playing. The second movement is just glacial. You know, it's supposed to be a sort of swimmy Viennese, you know, slip and slide. You know, you can have a little portamento. You can have a little lusciousness in it, a little sentiment. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's as cold as a winter in Siberia. The first movement, I know I'm going backwards and I'm jumping around here, but the first movement, all of those spooky atmospheric moments, the soft tam-tams, the suspended cymbals, the touches of harp, the piccolo solos, all these things, they go for nothing. Boulez is too quick in the coda, and it's funeral rites. It's supposed to be a piece that you know, incites terror. That huge build-up to the recapitulation goes for nothing. The climaxes are all underplayed, every single one of them, which leaves us, you have Michelle de Jong singing a very good Urlicht. Okay, give her 4 minutes of glory. And then you've got a finale that's just a total non-happening. How do you do this finale and not make anything of those big moments, the huge percussion crescendos, the dead march, the overwhelming cosmic apocalypse sound thing that Mahler writes, the offstage brass, the hushed entry of the choir, the soprano floating up disconnected from the rest, the glorious closing passage which Boulez just rushes through as if he's like late for lunch. And the sonics are tinny and overly bright and lacking in bass And it's just a mess from every possible perspective. It could be the Vienna Philharmonic was just completely bored with him. Maybe they like it. I mean, Maida made them play it. They've done a couple decent jobs. Gilbert Kaplan made them play it. They can do it. They won't do it naturally, but they can do it. And Boulez either wasn't interested in doing it, or what he was doing was so antithetical to what they thought he should have been doing that they just didn't care, and they phoned it in. So these are unquestionably great artists having a very, very bad day. But keep on listening, friends. We do it anyway. Take care.